So hello, Henry from
Hi.
Superscript. Welcome to the show here today. So do you want to tell me a little bit about Superscript and what you do, really?
Yeah, of course. So we're a business insurance provider. We particularly work with small businesses and sole traders and freelancers. We're a relatively young business. We've been around about 5 or 6 years. We've been working with the DCBN since May.
The feedback we're getting about your company is brilliant and people are loving the flexibility. So can you just explain what it is that people are really enjoying at the moment? Because you offer a bit of a different service to what we can get from other places, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, firstly, it's really nice to hear that you're getting good feedback from members. But one of the things that's like really, really different about our proposition is that we operate a monthly subscription model. So if you were to go to a more traditional insurer, you will typically buy an annual policy. So what you're having to do is you're having to describe your business as it stands today, and then you're locked into an annual contract. With Superscript, you enter into a monthly subscription. So what that means is that you can make changes to your insurance cover at any time. So you can imagine over the course of a year, a business for a variety of different reasons might change. You might buy some more equipment, you might employ someone for the first time. There's a whole range of different things that can
And one
happen.
of the things we're hearing is people that do like student lets, for 3 months of the year, they're doing carpet cleaning,
Yeah.
but they're not doing carpet cleaning at any other time.
Someone can jump onto our website, go through the quote process. They typically will end up buying the policy in less than 10 minutes, so it's like super quick and easy. And then if they want to make any changes further down the line, they just jump into our customer portal. They make those changes so they can increase cover limits, they can decrease cover limits, they can add cover, they can remove cover. Those changes are effective immediately. And more importantly, we don't charge them for the privilege of making those changes. So again, if you were going to a more traditional insurance provider, it's often quite a torturous process if you want to make any changes to your insurance.
Yeah.
And to compound that, more often than not, they'll apply some form of administration fee for you to make those changes.
You phone up and you go, how much is this going to cost me? And they go, oh, it's £50 just for the change. And you go,
yeah, exactly so.
But what you do, it's the bolt-ons. You almost have it almost segmented and you can just pick and choose what you want, can't you? Which for a small business, like the ones in the DCBN, are really flexible. They're quite fast moving. As things change in the economy, they react very, very fast.
Yeah.
And what we want is an insurance company that reacts fast. If I have 5 staff and I lose them overnight, I want that insurance that I'm paying for gone tomorrow.
Absolutely so, and our model allows people to do that. I mean, I think from our perspective, we kind of recognise that no two businesses are quite the same, and so what we're trying to do is to put the power in the hand of the end customer. So that example that you provided earlier, in terms of maybe someone doing something over a short period of time, they can add the appropriate cover to their Superscript policy, and if 3 months down the line, they no longer need that cover, they can remove it. That change is effective immediately.
So the question that's really important, when it goes wrong, and we'd love it to never go wrong, how good are you at actually paying out? Because that's the big question. Do you actually, a lot of new insurance companies, you see time and time again, member of staff drops bleach on a carpet or loses some keys. What are you going to do to help us at that point?
Yeah, of course. Look, that's the most important part of insurance, right? You take out insurance in the hope that you're never going to use it. But in the event that something does happen, you want the insurance contract to perform in the way that you kind of expected. We manage all of our claims in-house. If a claim is submitted and your members can do that in a variety of different ways. They can phone us, they can email us, they can jump into our customer portal and notify claims in that way. We'll acknowledge a claim within 15 minutes. We'll notify the underlying insurer within 24 hours, and we'll manage that entire process on behalf of the customer, because we recognise ultimately the performance of the insurance contract in the event of a claim is, arguably the most important thing.
So one of the problems that people have is we often get accused of things that are not necessarily our fault. So we might get accused of something like, this is broken, and I know it wasn't broken when I last saw it 2 months ago, so you must have done it.
Yeah.
And we go, and they're going, I want a new carpet or whatever, and I'm going to claim on the insurance. We know it wasn't our fault. And sometimes it's quite hard as a business owner to know where to turn. And they're going, I want an insurance claim. Do you help us at that point? Because we're sat there going, I don't think it's our fault. What can you as an insurance company do to support us there?
Yeah, I'm smiling because that's the sort of thing that, you know, our claims team are dealing with all the time, right? They're ultimately, you know, arbitraging between a customer of ours and, you know, perhaps someone that's brought a claim against them. So from our perspective, we're kind of used to dealing with that sort of situation.
Can we hand it to you? Can we hand the stress to you? Obviously not.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah,
because it's horrible.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the whole idea here is that, you know, from a customer's perspective, they can effectively devolve responsibility to us to manage that claim on their behalf.
And do you on occasion actually just not pay out and go, no, I support the cleaners and defend?
Yeah, absolutely so. You know, there has to be evidence of the event giving rise to a claim. So if someone is saying, you know, you've spilt something on the carpet as an example, they've got to be able to, you know, demonstrate that, you know, that was as a result of your member. And if they can't, there's no claim to be paid.
Oh, it's interesting, isn't it? I think it's an ongoing topic, and I think we see so many discussions about insurance. But yeah, it's great to have a good insurer on your side. Love Superscript because it's so flexible. And thank you for being a great partner.
Absolute pleasure.